It's time to review Batman Arkham Knight. Welcome guys to my review of Batman the Arkham Knight for the PS4. Well, as you all know, for the PC version I downloaded the game through my Steam account, and the results of this game were very atrocious, to be honest with you guys. And yeah, since this game was very bad on the PC, Rocksteady had to do a very serious move. They had to put the game out of the video game stores and put it out of the Steam. I never thought it would ever happen to the video game, and so they had to stay all day and night to create it again, thanks to this stupid Galaxy Studio, whatever the hell they call. These guys are not game developers. So anyway guys, I bought this game on the PS4. Thank God I got a PS4 to play this awesome game. And as this game is worth the hype, is the perfect conclusion to the Arkham games trilogy, if we put out the Arkham Origins, of course. But without any delay guys, let's go into the Batman Arkham War for the last time.
The story of the game begins 1 year after the events of Arkham City. So, after Joker's death, Scarecrow decided that it's time to take over Gotham, along with the other Batman villains, and a new villain, the Arkham Knight. The story of the game is actually pretty solid, with the exception of the Arkham Knight's reveal, which is pretty predictable. And now, Batman in the next generation console, particularly on PS4. The graphics of the game are spectacular. Maybe one of the best graphics on the PS4. Just look at the city, it's so alive. And the animation of Batman and the cape and everything is perfect. I can't even describe it, how awesome it looks, and the city feels so alive. As for the gameplay department, the gameplay is still the same, much like the Batman Arkham Asylum City Origins, but this time it's so improved that it's near perfection. So yes, Rocksteady outdid themselves in the gameplay section so well that there's no way that they can keep perfecting any longer. Alright, and now we're going to go to one of the most well-known gameplay factions that we all have been waiting for to try out since in the trailers. Yes guys, it's about time. The Batmobile. When I first saw it, I said, my goodness, we're gonna drive the Batmobile? The Batmobile itself that we all Batman fanboys were dreaming about at long last?
I'm relaying its location now.
Yes guys, this is it, the moment we've all been waiting for, and I'm going to say my opinion about this. Alright, let's get started. Well, the gameplay of the Batmobile is very good. The controls of the Batmobile are very responsive, meaning there's no mistake there. It's very good, and that if something happens, it's gonna be your fault for this. But the Batmobile has its good moments, but I'm gonna tell you later the bad things about the Batmobile. But for now, let's focus on Batman beating the villain. Well, as I said before guys, the gameplay section is one of the best parts in the entire game. At one point, you're gonna be on a co-op with the other Bat family members, which I'm not gonna tell you who they are. But too bad because I didn't find the clip to show you guys because it's gonna be on later parts, and it's a review, not a walkthrough unfortunately. Batmobile has also a mode where you enter into a tank mode where you can shoot the villains and kill them. Yes, you hear me right. They are dead, these people. So yeah, Batman has destroyed his own. But that's not the thing that is bothering me. Well, at first the controls are weird, but you can use to them, no problem. But unfortunately, this mode where you fight the other tanks, it becomes repetitive. And it doesn't feel like a Batman video game at all, to be honest with you. I'm Batman, and I'm killing criminals, because I'm Batman, and I have the Batmobile. So yeah, the bad thing about the game is that you overuse the Batmobile too much, meaning you're gonna have to use it to solve most of the puzzles in the game. And of course, the side missions are back, and they are awesome, really, really awesome. Rocksteady did a very good job about the side mission and bringing some of the Batman villains. And one of the best parts in the entire game is the triple takedown, which is pretty awesome. And one of the best parts in the entire game. And at some parts of the game, when the Batmobile is needed in a very good way, meaning in a very good level design. But it happens on some occasional levels, and some of them particularly in the main story. The scanner of the game is very, very good. So does the detective mode. Both of these features are very well done. Particularly the scanner, which you can scan 3 sections of the human body, which is awesome. Much like the previous Arkham games, you can also upgrade Batman and the Batmobile. Yes, you hear me correctly, Batmobile can be upgraded. And now let's talk about the Batmobile itself. As I said before, if it's a good level design, the Batmobile can be used very well, and when it feels natural. But Rocksteady themselves, unfortunately, they want us, the gamers, to overuse the Batmobile so much that without it, we can't move any further to the stage. Like for example, something happened, call the Batmobile, or something like this, call the Batmobile. The Riddler challenge are still very challenging, but on the Batmobile section, at first they seem very fun, but it kinda gets a little bit boring and nothing really exciting. Anyway, and now as you can see guys, instead of the Batcave, we're in the Clock Tower. And in Arkham fashion, we also have Easter eggs, like the Grey Ghost from Batman the Animated Series. So excited! And you have to beat the game 100% in order to unlock the true ending, meaning the secret ending of the game. And the map is kinda huge to be honest, which is a great thing. Since it's the PS4, the next gen, we also need some challenging things. When I said you have to overuse the Batmobile, here's an example. So easy. Thankfully it does get a little bit challenging at times, but since you saw it so many times, and you kinda get sick about the battles, it really becomes boring, fortunately. And it's too bad, since I really wanted to ride the Batmobile, and I was really excited when the trailer saw it. But it's overused too much. Other than that, this game is almost perfect. The Riddler styles are still great, and the voiceover are very good. And yes, basically this game is almost perfect. If the Batmobile wasn't really overused too much, this game would be a perfect Batman video game. Maybe the best Batman video game of all time. But unfortunately, it's not a perfect game. Don't get me wrong, I still enjoy the Arkham Knight so much. I like the storyline. Maybe with the exception of the Arkham Knight reveal, which was really predictable, and you're gonna see it at one point of the story, and then you're gonna understand why the Arkham Knight reveal was predictable. Now let's go to my conclusion.
To conclude the review guys, Batman the Arkham Knight is a very good game, almost perfect. The only thing I didn't really like about the game is that the Batmobile was overused. Too much. I know it's a new gimmick, or no new gimmick, it's a new gameplay style, but come on. You don't have to overuse it too much. After that, it becomes repetitive. If you put it out of this way, it's a perfect conclusion to a perfect video game trilogy. So, my rating for this game is 9.6 out of 10. You should buy it immediately. To me personally, Batman Arkham City is a perfect video game for Batman, because this game was a Batman video game. Don't get me wrong, Batman Arkham Knight is still a very, very good game and a very good way to close the trilogy. And for this trilogy will remain as one of the best video game trilogies of all time. And the best comic book video game adaptation trilogy of all time. I can't wait to see what Rocksteady video game should be. Let's see, we have Superman, Shazam, Flash, Justice League. Whatever game they make next, I will buy it. So thanks guys for watching this game review. Make sure to like and subscribe. And of course, have a good gaming and be aware in the dark corners of the city, because if you are a bad criminal, the bad man is going to get you.